What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome, Austin here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or not, depending on what, but I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the markets and sort of see what's going on here. Again, we'll have to see how this plays out. There's a lot of positivity in the market still, even with these little retracements that we're seeing right now. As you guys know, CPI data did come in today. It actually fell where we were kind of expecting it to fall to, or actually go up to. I don't think we were really shocked by it, and the markets are actually reflecting that pretty nicely right now. Typically when we have a miss like that, we see a pretty big downturn in the market. And the great thing for this is that we haven't really seen a whole lot change since this came out early this morning. You can see the markets are still trying to get back where they were before. I mean, you got Bitcoin still sitting around the 117 mark. You got XRP around the 290 mark. There's a lot of positivity, like I said, still in the market here, even with this news out here. So we'll cover a lot of that. I also wanted to compare 2021 to 2025 in terms of where we're at with bull markets, where we're at with CPI data, where we're at. I mean, the whole question here is, is this like a fake out? Is this going to be a breakout? What should we expect in the coming months? Where are we going to be? Are we bullish? Are we bearish? So I think there's a lot of data out there to actually share here on this stream to give people a better idea of where this market's going to go. And I have said this before, and I'll probably continue to say it to the rest of this market, is I will not be shorting the markets right now. Shorting the markets takes some big kahunas, man, because you just never know what's going to happen here. And yes, you could play the game, but if you want to play the game, play the game. Sometimes shorting the market is just not the best for a lot of people, psychologically, mentally, all that kind of stuff. But to each your own on that one. It's just at this time, short of the market just seems tough because you just never know when there's going to be a bounce back, especially this week. This week is kind of a crazy week because not only do we have the CPI data coming in, but it's crypto week. I mean, we have 3 big bills out there that potentially could be signed into law this week. You just never know what's going to happen here. So right now, it just seems like to short the market is a massive, massive gamble. But, people do it, man. People do it. So before we jump into it all, I want to say what's up to the A team here. We got a lot of people in the house here already. We got Seiko, huh? We got DJ Seiko in the house. Hey, what's up, Chris Italy? What's up, Toolbox? Brandon, good to see you guys. Pipeline, appreciate you guys being here. Tony, XRP Bandit, good to see you. Cool Cat, 9 Lives, what's up, man? Cool Cat Cosmo, what's up? What do you call a camel with 3 humps? I don't know, dude. What do you call it? I get you. Stupid. Coming out with the dad jokes already. Shannon, what's up, man? RPM, good to see you, dude. Let's see here. Who else we got? We got Deb in the house here. What's up, Deb? Good to see you. We got Milsey. Let's see. Brant, Kyle, good to see Kyle. We got Mucker. We got everyone over here on TikTok as well. What's up, TikTok? Good to see you guys over here. Where do you trade your XRP at? That depends. I mean, if I'm my long-term bags are just sitting in my ledger. If I'm short, if I'm doing any perpetuals, it's on BTCC. That's where we trade. Nice. I made the star. Heck yeah, Katie. Jarvis, what's up, bud? Dangerous Dave's in the house here. We got Mucker coming in hot with the $4.99 super chat here. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the heart. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here and showing love to the channel, man. As always, it's dipping, buddy. Yeah, we'll see, Momo. It's gonna be interesting to sort of see where this plays out. Tobias, what's up, man? Tobias in the house here. Matthew Brodick, what's up? Cameron, Sean, Insane Mania. All right, let's jump into it. We have a lot of things to cover today. Like I said, what's up, everyone here on TikTok as well. Let's get rocking and rolling. We got some things to cover today. I want to share some data with you guys as well. And you guys can make your own informed decisions based off what we're showing here. So as you can see right now, the cryptocurrency market is actually looking pretty decent right now. You can see right now it's actually looking pretty good. We're starting to make a little bit of a comeback here. The 7 days is still looking really nice. I mean, you're talking 8% up still with a 7-day range for Bitcoin, 18% up for Ethereum. I mean, just look at the 7-day range, 27% up still on the 7-day range for XRP. We're still coming back out of it, back to 291. This did come down and almost hit our fib levels last night. So anyone that actually bought those fib levels or put some limit orders in are sitting really nice right now. So kudos to anyone that actually jumped in on the fib. We streamed last night, saw those fib levels coming in. Some people actually bought up those fib levels. We saw them in the profit and losses in the Discord. Super proud of you guys for actually doing that. That's fantastic. Love to see people winning. We're still seeing a lot of people, even in this scenario right now, with the uncertainty of the market. I mean, this is a kind of a wonky market right now. When the indicators get a little bit mixed, people are out there still making some pretty good returns. So kudos to you guys. Let's see. Can you explain a wall? Because right now I'm invested on Robinhood. I'm confused on it. Yeah, Austin Dubs. We can talk about a wall a little bit later for sure. Remind me a little bit later. Let's get through some of this news and then we'll go from there. Austin is so knowledgeable in hands. I appreciate you, Jorge. Thank you. I did my hair for you guys today. We got Ripperino. Oh, about the S5. What's up, Ripperino? Good to see you, man. No idea you had TikTok too. Yeah, dude, I stream on TikTok here and there. Sometimes I miss. So last night it was like midnight. It was. I got in a little late from soccer. People in Discord were saying, "Hey, are you going to stream?" And I was like, you know what, dude? I actually might hop on a late night stream and have some fun. And dude, the last 2 late night streams have actually been great, dude. I mean, we've had a lot of attendance at late nights. I might continue. I might come on tonight. Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's do tonight. I'll see you guys all here. I'm putting the people to sleep. I got people in Discord saying how I put them to bed. They were passed out. I'm so boring that they ended up falling asleep on me. So, we'll continue to do that. The best investors in the world are really the ones good at doing nothing for long periods of time. That is true. I mean, that's the Michael Saylor strategy, right? Just hold. We got Andrew. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Andrew. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see here. We appreciate the hair. I appreciate it. Nice job on the hair. This looks good. That look is coming back. Yeah, I probably need to change up my look. I've had this look for like probably freaking, I don't know, 4 years now, dude. Like it's just sort of stuck, dude. So yeah, what's up, bud? Good to see you, man. Anyone get back the 6% dip? Yeah, I don't know. But we can see right here that so markets are actually looking pretty good. So we had the CPI data coming out here. Everyone's expected a massive dump. And really, in all reality, yes, the Dow is down right now 300 points. You can see the S&P 500 is down only 12 points, and the NASDAQ's up 111. I mean, NVIDIA right now is absolutely just killing it right now. Probably one of the best stocks to own in almost any investment out there right now. NVIDIA is probably one of the number one stocks to own. Has been for the last, 3-4 years now. So this is great to sort of see. The S&P 500 did not react as bad as we thought it was going to. As you can see right now, here's the results. The consumer price index rose to 2.7 on an annual basis in June of 2025, up from 2.4%. So we actually increased by 0.3%. And again, this is probably everyone saying that this is from the tariffs, but it says right here that the annual inflation rates ticked higher in June. Obviously, this is aligned with expectations here, and they go through the list of all these things here. It says President Donald Trump continues to work their way through the U.S., or tariffs continue to work their way through the economy. Trump announced Saturday that the U.S. will impose a 30% tariff on the European and Mexico. It says while inventory front running has mitigated the need to raise goods prices, it will become increasingly difficult for businesses to absorb these higher prices. So some people are still saying that this is actually going to be negative on our economy. However, you have White House economic advisor who's arguing that the new tariff policies have not been as inflationary as expected because consumers are buying more American-made goods. And that's actually a true statement. I mean, they put out data on that already showing that people are buying more American-made goods. The deals with tariffs are coming through. So although we did have an uptick, they're saying it doesn't matter because we're actually still responding very, very well. The question is, we are right in the midst of a bull run. So when you look at bull runs, you try to go, okay, so what should we compare to, when we look at this data? And the closest that we have right now is the 2021 bull run, where we had very high inflation. We had almost out of control inflation, and comparing it to where we are today. And then we can go back and actually look at what 2021 during this time frame provided for us. And so I did a lot of that this morning looking at this. So I'll share that with you guys here. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. People say, are we going to go down right now because of this? I don't see a downward. I mean, we might have our ups and downs in terms of retracements, small retracements here and there. We might come down a tick or two. When I say tick or two, we might come down anywhere from 5 to 10% in any other, any of the retracements out here. There'd have to be a major fallout for this to come back down to certain levels, because right now it's in the midst of a rally. I mean, we broke out and we're going to probably continue to break out into September and October. So it said this won't be like 2022. Still, longer term inflation expectations are somewhat muted. Despite accelerating inflation, this won't be like 2022, said Stephen Cates. It said he pointed that on the June report 3 years ago, when inflation spiked to 9.1%, marking the largest year-over-year jump since 1981, which was very true. We talked about that live on this channel about what happened in 1981 and everything like that. And so you can actually go back and see where we're at right now. And you can go back and even compare well over here into the bull run of 2021 here, where this all was. And as you guys know, we had a really, really good run in 2021, even when rates were a little bit higher. So we'll compare that here later. So let's see here. I want to say, I read something here. I might have missed it on accident. I actually used your stream to help sleep. See, I knew it. I freaking knew it. Shannon, thanks so much for the gifted 10 memberships. If Shannon gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Shannon. Appreciate you, my guy, for always holding it down. And those 10 new members, welcome to the A team. Hopefully you guys get over that Discord and come kick it with us. Discord has been phenomenal. I'm going to be honest with you, best Discord in crypto right now. And yeah, I'm being biased. Discord is pissing me off. I got my YouTube link and all, but I'm still stuck on the prompt intro. VI peoples, make sure you go over and hit the rules section. So one of the big hiccups here is that you go over here where it says start here. You got to go over here and you got to click this rules. There's a little check mark at the bottom right here. Click the rules. Let me get your comment out of the way here. Click the rules, and then you can go over here where it says choose, and then you can choose the little emojis of what you want to get into. That's the best way to get in there. So, and if not, you can always hit up me or Fan, and we'll definitely help you out. Core, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you guys being here. We got Ripperino coming in hot. What's up, bud? Thanks so much for the $6 super chat here. Glad to know you got TikTok too. Came in handy when I'm on the road. Much love for everything you do. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for showing up on TikTok and over here showing love, dude. As always, you guys are fantastic, dude. Always showing me love, dude. And I could be more appreciative of that. So thank you. So you can see that's what's happening right now. Also right here, you can see that it's a huge week for industry. This is pretty cool to sort of see CNBC. 5 years ago, you would never see crypto on the front page of CNBC. Now, every single day, we are seeing Bitcoin on there. We're seeing XRP on there. We're seeing Circle on there. We're seeing crypto is now fully engulfed the financial networks, and this is fun. This is fantastic to see, and this is really big. What's coming this week? I don't think people actually really are quite digesting what this week means. And it says right here, the House is set to vote on 3 crypto-related bills during Crypto Week at the Capitol. This most likely will happen later this week. I mean, these things will come through, and when they come through, this is going to create probably a spike in the market. Some people think this is a buy the rumor, sell the news, and it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news, but realize the longevity of these bills will actually bring crypto to a new level, right? I mean, that's kind of what we want. We want these clarity bills to come in here. We want the Genius Act. We want these things. We want there to be no CBDCs. Like, that's super important to anyone that's been in crypto for a really long time. Like, these 3 bills are probably one of the most important things that most crypto maxis have been waiting for years, since the SEC has attacked the crypto industry. So we're finally getting what we're asking for. And this is going to allow more people to actually jump into these markets, because once you have these clarity bills, once you have the Genius Act out there, this is going to allow institutions, even more institutions. It's going to create clarity for banks. It's going to create clarity for other large institutions. It's going to create clarity for everyone. And when that happens, that just opens up a floodgate of lots of money. That basically is just going to open up a ton of money coming into the financial sector of crypto. It just really is. That's my feeling. Like I said, this is just my own feeling on this. Whether it does or not, I mean, that's up for you guys to decide. But I'm telling you, this is most likely what's going to happen. I mean, they wouldn't be doing this if we didn't want to do that, right? If we didn't want to open up the floodgates to allow more money to flow in, they wouldn't be going through all this. They would just continue to attack crypto like they did during the Biden administration. The CPI data report was bad, but not terrible. It was bad, but it wasn't like horrible, right? BTC dominance at 63.8. Yeah, the dominance continues to fall right now, and that's a very, very good symbol. I was looking at that earlier here. Let me pull up the chart here. I was actually looking at the dominance report right before we jumped on stream here. You can see dominance is coming down. You can see 63.99. This is actually good, right? When the dominance starts to fall, that's like when crypto starts to rally. I mean, you can come over here. This last little rally we had back in just recently here. I mean, you can see this whole fall right here is causing us to have this nice little rally. So yeah, dominance coming down is really good for crypto, and it's good for Bitcoin too. So yeah, we want to see more of that. I fell asleep hard during the last night's stream. Should I buy more XRP now? It's up to you, man. Like I said, if you believe that it's going to hit, go up above this price, then the answer is yes. If you don't, then the answer is no. It's up to what you believe and where you're at, dude. But if you're trying to start a bag and accumulate a bag, I mean, that's the most important thing you can do. Is if you're new to crypto, the best thing is you got to get your feet wet. You got to jump into something. You got to jump in at some point to be able to start accumulating. And if you wait and wait and wait, you'll just continue to push the can down the road. You'll kick the can down the road the longer you wait. Just like just like interest rates. We want to lower rates. And the more we kick that can down the road, the bigger the pop's going to be, dude. And unfortunately, if you kick the can down the road, this thing will just continue to rise and rise and rise. And eventually when you buy, you will be the one that buys the top, and you'll become the exit liquidity for a lot of people. That's usually how it works. What's your thoughts on LCX? It's okay. I don't own it. No, bro, bad timing. I'd wait until the bear market to buy. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, like I said, it's up to you guys. it's up to you guys. It's I mean, we've been buying for a really long time on here. You know, a lot of people in crypto a lot of new people in this crypto market right now will enter at the top of the market. I almost guarantee you, dude. I guarantee you that probably 90% of the people that enter this market right now will buy the top of the market. New people to crypto will buy the top of the market. Happens every time, dude. Every time. This run will be no different. Sell your XRP when you still can. Got it. Whoa, damn! You smell like you got. We got some Daves in the house here. Do I smell some Daves? No matter what, yeah. Long term, that is. Yeah, you should be holding long term. You should be positioning yourself for long term, 100%. So I wanted to put this out here. So as you guys can see, the CPI index rose by approximately 18.7% cumulatively from June 2021 to June 2025. Dude, we're talking 8.7%. We have risen from 2021 to June of 2025. So from the last bull run to this bull run, we have risen 8.7%. Dude, that's insane. 18.7%. It says this obviously indicated inflation over the 4-year period. It says inflation was notably higher in June of 2021, 5.4% year over year, reflecting post-pandemic price pressures. It says by June of 2025, the year over year rate had moderated to a 2.7, closer to the federal long-term rate of 2%. Again, we were way higher, way higher. Look at this, 5.4% in June of 2021, and we're at a 2.7% here right now, which again, the 2% range has always been the target for the Federal Reserve, to 2%. So you can see that we are literally almost double. We were double. We're almost double. 100% doubled right now. Looking at it, we were doubled that year over year change right now. So this is crazy. For context, the monthly change in June of 2025 was plus 0.9%. While here in June, it's now 0.3%. So literally we've cut that in a third. And it says to sum this up, we're in a way better place than we started in the bull run versus last bull run. And this is just the beginning. And you can see right here, the data is right in front of us. It's staring us right in the face. And this is actually really good for us. And so the question though is okay, what does this compare to last bull run? Like, where are we at right now compared to where we're at last time? And I also want to point out that last June of 2021, when we did this, I don't think we had rate cuts. There was no rate cuts in June of 2021. June of 2021 rate cuts. Did we cut? I don't think we did. Did we cut? I'm pretty sure we did. I know in June we did not. Yeah, the Federal Reserves did not cut rates in June of 2021. So I'm expecting that we do not cut rates in. We would probably stay the same. We're probably not going to cut rates in June and July, just like back in 2021, which was again in the middle of a bull run here. So let's go actually back and look at the charts here. And I'm going to use Bitcoin as my common denominator here because it just has an easier chart. And plus, it's the granddaddy of crypto. And it's easy to compare based off where we're at. So let's actually go back to 2021 and see where we were at during this time frame, right? So we'll go on the day chart here because the day chart makes it really easy to look at. So let's go back to same time frame where we were, right? So today is July 15th. And July 15th, we were sitting right here. We're actually in a little bit of a consolidation period, right? So we started consolidating around Sunday, June 11th in 2021, and came all the way down to Tuesday, July 20th, which is about 5 days out. And then look at this, dude. So we didn't cut rates. We had higher interest rates. And look at what happened here. We consolidated, and then we came up and we hit all-time highs. And these all-time highs actually hit in October. So you could see that we were actually coming down, consolidated nicely, and we started to rise back up. And so this area right here shows us that we're in the very similar time frame here, except we're at lower rates. We're at lower rates, and we're actually on a better track to have a better economy than we did back in 2021. Yet we still hit all-time highs and rose out of the bottom of January here to hit these. We're in a complete different scenario right now. And even if we risen up, even if we like say, okay, well, this is our rise right here, we only came down for a couple days before we rose up again. So this consolidation phase, we're planning to rise continually all the way up until we peak out in October, November of this year. Just like we see right here, this right here will probably match up. This area right here will probably be very similar to what we're seeing over here. And again, it's a different time chart, but I mean, this is a very similar looking pattern right here. Look at that. Look at this little pattern you can see right here. I'll probably zoom in again. This little pattern that we have right here is forming up in this little pattern right here. Like this is that first leg. Look at this, dude. Same exact time frame. See this little leg right here? Almost doing the exact same thing, right? We come all the way up. We had this spike right here. Probably a pretty good rally, up about roughly 44%. And then we had a little bit of a fallout right here, or a consolidation to a 10% consolidation. Let's actually go pull that back up to what we were just looking at over here. I mean, it's very comparable, right? And again, we're looking at history here. It's not ever 100% definitive, but you can see right here that we had a massive rally from the bottom of this to up here at a 23%, 25% rise. And again, remember, totally different back then. So to go up 25% right now with the market cap the way it is versus where the market cap is over there, a 25% rise is actually very substantial. So, we could say, okay, we might lose about anywhere from, 5 to 6% in this run. And we've already lost it, dude, 5 to 6%. And we'll probably ride this out for the next couple days until we have crypto regulate, this Clarity Act and the Genius Act come through. We'll probably consolidate for today and tomorrow. And then we'll probably have some clarity here on Thursday, Friday of where to go. And then that's where we're going to probably take the next leg up here and continue to ride this up, over the next, it'll probably sit here. I'll go like this. And then boom, we're going to probably start to rise up and it'll look something like this, right? I mean, that's kind of what you want. And there'll be some dips in there, but that's where we're at, dude. Very comparable to 2021. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, it's very, very comparable to 2021 in the exact same timeframes of July versus July now. So again, take it for what it is. I'm just showing you guys what history has shown us to where we're lining up right now. And it's actually looking very, very good. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. And I think the data is actually pointing us in a really, really good direction. I could not sit here and say I'd ever short the market right now. It'd just be crazy to do that. If anything, a buy and hold strategy is probably good, knowing that we're right in the midst of a rate cut. You got to realize that we didn't cut rates until the end of the year in 2021. And here we are at the end of 2025 doing the exact same thing. And you can actually go back and look. 2021. You can come back and actually see when the rates were actually cut. We can see right here that the history of rate cuts over the time frames were roughly, 2021. We cut rates. Oh man, you can't even see beyond that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we cut rates. We didn't even cut, dude. That is crazy, dude. We didn't even cut rates in 2021. That is insane, dude. I just realized that. I mean, we're looking at the Fed rate cut. 2021 didn't even actually take a rate cut. Holy crap. Our first rate cut was actually March of 2022. That's crazy, dude. I totally spaced that. Yeah, that's wild, dude. Okay. That's nuts. Okay. Austin, what if the bad news by Friday? And again, I don't know, like, what would be the bad news, right? What would be the bad news by Friday? We passed 3 legislation, we've passed 3 laws of the crypto laws that are positive for crypto. I mean, what could possibly be bad? CPI data was probably the worst. I mean, we could come back and see some other, like tomorrow, for instance, we have, like today, we had the CPI data that came in. Tomorrow we got PPI. The next day we have retail sales. I mean, there's nothing that's really lingering out there that we already don't know. That's the thing, is that when the markets react, like the market didn't react as bad as we thought it was because we weren't shocked by it. It's usually when we get shocked by it when the markets seem to fizzle out. And you can see right now, I mean, Bitcoin right now, the longs are getting liquidated. This is going to flip here very, very quick, dude. This is going to flip here very, very quick. Do you think that there will be a bear cycle? Yeah, I think there's going to be a bear cycle. We're on a debt cycle, dude. Until the United States is out of debt, which is probably going to be never, we'll always be on a debt cycle. So people always say, well, this 4-year could be different. Until we control our spending, we'll always be on a debt cycle. I mean, I truly believe that. Now, it might not be as bad of a bear market as the previous markets. Like that could be in there, but we will come down. We are in a bull market. Stay bullish. Yeah, dude. Don't be the bear and the bull. You know what I mean? Austin, have you seen that Satoshi era whale dumping BT? I have. Well, they put like $2 billion out, right? Titleist, it was like $2 billion they sold, which is wild. I mean, that's awesome. Like, kudos to you for holding and selling, dude. The debt clock has been insane. Yeah, it's not looking good from a debt standpoint. So you got to realize that. So This right here, people are predicting that the Feds will continue. The pause for the rate cuts will continue. Again, kicking the can down the road, which leads to basically Trump coming out here saying everything that he said about all this. I mean, Treasury Jerome confirms that there's a process to replace Federal and Jerome Powell has officially begun, and we know that he's not going to cut rates coming up here at the end of this month. As you guys know, we do have a potential rate cut decision being made, or an FOMC meeting coming up at the end of the month here. And the chances of a rate cut is very, very small based off the data that's coming out right now. So again, like I said, we're kicking the can down the road, which just amplifies the next big pump, dude. Because when those rate cuts come, because President Trump is calling for a 3% rate. He's literally calling, I think it's a 3%. Oops. I think he was calling for a 3% rate cut. Rate cut, which is crazy. And so Donald Trump just posted this today. He says, "Happy Crypto Week. The House will soon vote on a tremendous bill to make America the undisputed #1 leader in digital assets. Nobody does it better. The Genius Act is going to put our great nation light years ahead of China, Europe, and all the others who are trying to endlessly catch up, but they can't do it. Digital assets are the future, and we are leading by a lot. Get the first vote done this afternoon. All Republicans should vote yes. This is our moment. Digital assets, genius clarity. It is all part of making America great again, bigger and better than ever. We're leading the world, and we'll work hard with the Senate and the House to get more legislation on this passed." Like, this is like the most bullish tweet that Trump's had in a very long time. Usually Trump will come out here and tweet some stuff that will knock the markets down. Like, this is a very, very bullish tweet. Like, this actually gives me some goosebumps. I'm just saying because of crypto, right? If you're in the crypto space, you've been through the ups and downs of crypto and everything that's like, it's just been hell for the last 4 years of crypto. I mean, if you've been in crypto for 8 years, it's been hell. And finally starting to see that there's like actually a backbone to this, and that there's a chance that we could be this early in digital assets. I don't know who else isn't excited about that. Like, I don't know how, if you're not excited about that, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, you just might not be excited about crypto like I am. That's all. But this is again, regardless of how you feel about Donald Trump, like you could hate him, but realize that this is actually an extremely bullish tweet, and especially when it comes to crypto. So there's no way, like right now, I mean, like I could not see myself entering a short in the market right now. That'd be straight gambling at this point, dude. And I get that it could be the buy the rumor, sell the news, but I'm just not doing it, dude. I can't get myself to do it. I'm too bullish to do it right now. I was on board with the rate cuts, but if we drop that hard, that fast, we know inflation will skyrocket. Yeah, a 3% rate cut's a little extreme there. I will give you that, dude. A 3% rate cut is a little excessive. So I don't know what the number should be. Like, I don't know if it's a 25 basis point or a 50 basis point, but yeah, a three would be extreme. I don't know what that would actually do. To be honest with you, I don't know how that would work out. I got no crypto, but Austin said he'd give me half of his. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, dude. I don't know about all that. I don't know about that. That's funny, dude. So yeah, hopefully Jerome Powell. I mean, we know that he's going to eventually get replaced here in 2026. I mean, his term ends, so that's coming up here. Nothing crazy there. One great thing here is the U.S. Department of Justice ends its investigation into the crypto prediction platform Polymarket. This should have ended a long time ago. All this is a bunch of people getting together to bet on where they think markets are going to go or where they think outcomes are going to go. It doesn't matter. It's not just crypto, dude. We're talking sports. We're talking crypto. We're talking, if we think the mayor of crypto is going to pull out, or the lead in, who's going to be the mayor of New York City. Like the Polymarket thing is actually pretty cool. The reason why I like Polymarket is because it's people like you and I that are coming out here betting against the markets and actually making predetermined decisions on a market before it even happens. Like this is where the markets are going to go. This is where media is going to go. Media is going to go, like people are going to decide off where things are going based off of what we're all saying as a group. Like this is probably one of the coolest things that have come to market. I'm going to be honest with you. I love Polymarket, dude. So this is good to see. I was actually excited about this. One big thing came out here is XRP and Solana ETFs could be 2025's biggest winner, and here's why. And I would agree with this. I think that the ETFs still are, even though they got kicked down the road, I actually am excited that they've got kicked down the road a little bit, because we're going to be opening up these ETFs in peak bull run, dude. And just imagine what that's going to do. That's going to exponentially grow your bag significantly during this run. When the ETFs come out here, crypto's starting to hit an all-time high. Regulatory clarity comes out here. People are going to start to go, okay, maybe we can actually there's some trustworthiness with crypto now. And people that are out there investing in their 401ks or investing in their, deferred comp programs or anything like that, are going to be able to come back in and buy up these ETFs and be able to put their money in these ETFs. And these things are going to skyrocket, dude. I mean, we saw that with Bitcoin. We see it with Ethereum. And when XRP, Solana, and any other ETF comes out there, these growth funds are going to continually go up in price. And we saw that with BlackRock. BlackRock has come out and said that their Bitcoin ETF is the largest growing ETF and fastest growing ETF in the history of any portfolio they've ever had. Like, that's actually pretty outstanding. And that's actually insane. It's insane to think that that's everything that everyone doubted over 8 years ago has now become one of the best things out there. So it says right here, the crypto ETF race is getting interesting. The ETF experts believe that here this year, we're going to see XRP and Solana compete for who's going to be number one, right? I don't know who's going to actually be the first ETF outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum to become an ETF. Is it going to be XRP? Is it going to be Solana? Is it going to be something else? Is it going to be Dogecoin? I don't know. But it says that BlackRock is being aggressive in the crypto space by filing for a spot ETF on tokens like XRP and Solana. It says not too far from here, we'll see actually this happen. Solana and XRP, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Cardano, Polkadot, Hedera, and Avalanche are the front runners here to become ETFs in 2025. So, I mean, those are great ones to have, right? We own Solana, we own XRP, we own Dogecoin, we own Hedera. I don't own Avalanche. I don't own Litecoin, right? I should probably go buy some Litecoin. Litecoin's actually legit, right? I mean, I should probably buy some Litecoin. I used to hold a lot of it back in the day, but I sold it. I don't have any more of it. And it says, while ETFs launch often sparks price surge beforehand, they can also trigger a sell the news. We haven't seen that really. I mean, I guess Ethereum was kind of a bit of a sell the news, but it's popped back decently. So I'm excited for these, dude. These are the ETFs are like, we're not even talking about them because there's just so much other things going on. Godfather is going to push into tens of thousands. Could be. The Solana ETF isn't going to do much. Solana's kind of been a little bit of a dead weight today. Over this last rally in the markets, dude, Solana has not had a breakout. You can see the breakout actually happened during when Trump got elected. Obviously, that was during the Melania, and the Trump coin being pumped. You had all these other little, just crazy meme coins. It came down really, really hard, get down to under $100. And then we had this pump come back up in May here, and it's come down since. And we've had a slow climb back out of the hole of which this was dug. And even while everything else was running, we got Bitcoin hitting all-time highs. We got XRP back into almost $3. We got HBAR, bumping back up above 25 cents, and then you got a measly Solana going from roughly 128 only up to 160. I mean, we're talking a very small percentage in growth here. We're talking 26% over the course of when was that? Over the course of a month. That's okay, I guess. It's not that bad, but it's just not crazy. Austin, follow me for financial advice. Pelosi next shot, you stupid. The crypto space is so big now. XRP is like a little dwarf. It has a lot to its spark. I think so. I think XRP has a lot of room to grow. I mean, we go back and look at where it's at and where it can go. I think there's a lot of potential in it for sure. And right now you can see XRP starting to climb up nicely here. I'm on the Heikinashi. I was looking at the Heikinashi because those are the ones you want to kind of look at. So you can see right now that the day chart's actually down, but it's coming back up here on the standard. When the Heikinashi actually has a little blip, have a blip in here where it's going to go red, that's when you really want to go, okay, maybe we're going to have a little crossover. But even when you go back and look at 2021 during this time frame, there was only one day that was in the red. And let's actually go back on Bitcoin and look. We can actually see. So like right now, Bitcoin's actually in the red on the day chart on the Heikinashi. So these are the ones where you start to see maybe this could be a downturn, right? Maybe not. But we go back and let's look at the previous bull run. All right, same time frame of where we were right now. And you can see that we are, again, this is it right here. This little area is exactly where we're at right now. See this area? This little pump right here is basically where we're at. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 days of a downturn before we started to rally back out of it. And you can see there was a nice little shift in the market here on this little doji candle here before we rallied back out of it. So let's actually see how far that went down. Oops, clapped the wrong one. I bet you we went down roughly what? Was it 10%? 12%. We went down 12%, right? But again, this is a different market cap too. So a 12% is a pretty big fall. If we get down to, like I said, the 6% on this side, cut it in half, we're in a pretty good spot. So right now we've already kind of seen that a little bit on this downturn right here. And even if we take a couple days, because again, this has to, even though it passes the House, it's got to go past the Senate before it becomes legislation, right? So it's got to be voted on both. So even though we might pass it today, it's still got to be voted into law. So that's where everyone's going to get a little bit triggered on this, is that we might not have the pump that everyone hopes for, because it's just has to have more. The Senate has to vote on it, and then Trump has to actually sign it into law. So realize that we could have a couple days, even if this gets voted yes, we could have a couple days of a downturn, and then it gets onto the Senate floor, and we make a nice little rally. But you can see basically we're already down 6% here, and we're right at the 236 level. So I see this as a really good opportunity right now to be in these positions that we're in. So I got some shares of SSX on Solana ETFs. Okay. Made a horrible mistake last trying to send to my ledger and make sure every numerical digit. Yeah. CY, if you got to be definitely do your due diligence with checking that stuff up. Sui's doing great. Yeah, Sui's actually done very, very well. Back above the $4 mark right now. Look at this thing, dude. This thing is looking phenomenal, dude. It's broke out of our fib retracement right here on the daily. Yeah, Sui's looking pretty good, dude. Even the RSI is looking really good. So yeah, kudos to anyone got in that one. What about XRP supply? Is this needed to? No, I don't think so. You thinking that we could get an ETF out this month or on? No, probably not. It's probably not going to be till later this year. Probably Q4, end of Q3 into Q4. We'll probably get some clarity on that. I'm talking about a spot ETF. A spot ETF is what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's other ETFs out there, but I'm talking about a spot ETF. Austin Jupe, I appreciate you, Andrew. You're over here killing it on here. Appreciate your you modding over here. We got 134 people over here on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. We got 602 people over here on YouTube. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. When Shiba Inu going to pump? Probably when Ethereum starts to pump. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, Jimmy. XRP has had future ETFs at the moment. We need spot. Yeah, we need spot ETFs. That's what we need. Anyone that sells out their entire bag sacrifices their children, family, and future inheritance. Think long term. 100%. Click in Arca. I agree. Didn't the Genius Act already pass the Senate? It might have actually. You're right. Maybe it did. Let's see. Maybe it did. Maybe it did pass the Senate. Yeah, it did pass the Senate. You're right, dude. It did pass the Senate. I think the Clarity. Did the Clarity Act pass the Senate too? Then maybe they all did. I don't know. Has not yet. Yeah, so you're right. The Genius Act did. The Clarity Act has not. So it'll definitely be back and forth on some of these for sure. Basically, it was sent out to CerTic. CerTic, dude. What a joke, dude. CerTic is such, dude. Oh my God. Don't even get me into CerTic. Is Flare a good buy right now? I mean, Flare, a lot of people actually like Flare. Flare's been down pretty hard. It's starting to bounce back pretty nicely right now. This thing has been on a pretty massive downturn since Trump got elected. You can see right over here, November, and then since November, since the inauguration, this thing pumped, and it's been on a pretty nasty downturn, almost hitting the bottom, but it's bounced back nicely. I own just a little bit of it. I don't own a ton of Flare. Thoughts on Pepe? I mean, Pepe is the meme coin. I mean, it's a meme coin, dude. If you like memes, the Clarity Act and anti-CBDC will have to go to the Senate, but the Genius already passed. There you go. Yeah, that's right. The bills are in the House, to my knowledge. They are. I will definitely sacrifice all that. We should all hope that there's no modifications to any of the bills. Otherwise, the modifications go back to the Senate for voting. That is true too, right? That could definitely happen as well. Stepping into Grace, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships to the A team. Man, that is great. If Stepping into Grace gifted you a membership, please say thank you. And those 10 new members, welcome to the A team. That is thank you so much for doing that. Oh yeah, dude. I'll add more. You guys give me some feedback on some of the BTCC. So I'll definitely be adding some more BTCC trading videos to members only. We put out the first video yesterday. I'll do one on how to trade it and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of people are giving good feedback on BTCC, and yeah, we'll continue to put that out there and help people do perpetual tradings. Perpetual trading is where it's at. It helps get you at least into the markets and understanding of where market flow is going and where it's going to end up. It gives you a good idea. Flare's your biggest quantity. Oh, wow, Curtis, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. You earned hard work on fun. Yeah, I appreciate it, Jimmy. Any Pure Wallet update? Did you ask them about the info, the token? I have not. They were. I have to call Andrew. I'll call Andrew today. My batch. I promise you, I will call Andrew today and ask that question. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But dude, I did get hit up by a project, an XRP project that I'm kind of excited for. I'll be honest with you guys. So I'm kind of pumped about that one. I actually probably more excited about that. It is decentralization. So you guys know me with decentralization. I love it, and so I'm kind of excited for something like this to happen. And it's XRP related, so even better. I sold all my XRP for Pangu. Okay, yes, please do more BTCC videos. I will, dude, for sure. Yes, yes. Yes, I use yes, we use BTCC. I'll put out more BTC videos for sure. After I'm back in Italy, I'm gonna drop into BTC world and do some trades. Yeah, I mean we've been doing really well, dude. I love waking up to the profit and losses. Mostly people are mostly posting profits, dude. Very rarely do I see anyone post negative post losses. They're posting profits, dude. And like some of these, I'm like, damn, dude, you guys are killing it, dude. Please do less BTC videos. I don't even do a whole lot. I mean, I do BTC, like we talk about it, but did you get the email from Coinbase about something big coming to Coinbase? Well, I did not. I mean, I might have. I just didn't check my email. Yeah, I didn't check my email on that one. You can see right here. I told you guys. I hope you guys didn't get into Pump Fun, but Pump token plunges over 24% as exchange glitches and airdrops anger mount. I expected this to happen, dude. This is very, very common. It says, adding fuel to the fire, the Pump launch was plagued by several issues. Kraken CEO acknowledges that some users couldn't complete their pre-sale orders due to system glitches. Dude, that's just like straight money stealing, bro. God, this is so crazy to me. Bybit. Also, Bybit, if you guys don't remember who Bybit is, they're the ones that caused the massive liquidation event by losing $45 billion. Also faced criticism initially blaming Pump.Fun API for delays. So again, I mean, you can see that Pump.Fun is down massively right now. They only put what, 50, not even that. They put like $25 million out of $500 million into liquidity. Just crazy. And then they took 25% of the amount and flushed it through Wintermute. Everything on this just smells like a scam. I'm sorry, dude. I hope you guys do anyone that got into this, I hope you guys get your money out of it. I'm not here to knock your investment. But like to know that this is going to Justin Sun, who has always been a little bit scammy in this space, I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't do it. This makes me, it makes me sick to know that people actually got duped on this. So, man, so super, super depressing. Do you think it's wise a little bit to BTC? Do you think it's wise to buy? I mean, yeah, I think owning BTC is probably one of the best things. Hope Pure Wallet launches smoother. Me too, dude. I hope it actually launches on Pure Chain, dude. And I hope that it actually, that's what I'm hoping for. Do not trust, I've never trusted Justice Sun. I've made so many videos on him. I've took those videos down because they're probably, I was pretty rude. I was pretty ruthless with him. But I mean, I was just sick and tired of him and the whole, he was trying to take advantage of the whole Luna Classic collapse too. I hate that kind of stuff, dude, where people like try to swoop in and take advantage of people. That's all he's done. Don't touch memes and get quick rich schemes. Pump Fun and other memes are just scams. Say less. Say less. I know you don't like to promote a lot of pre-sales, but I think you should look into the Little Pepe pre-sale and give me your thoughts. Little Pepe. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like pre-sales. I do like pre-sales. I just like pre-sales that actually that I find valuable. That I find valuable in the means of like they provide something to the space or are trying to provide something to the space. Like like I said, like a reason why I like Pure Wallet is because they're actually trying to create something with a wallet that's not, that hasn't been here before, like an offline wallet. And that kind of stuff is what I dig. You know what I mean? Anything decentralized, I kind of dig. Get ready for the new day one of us, July 16th. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I have to look that up. Whichever way I look at the TA, and end result keeps showing bonker prices. So bullish on, yeah, I'm with you. I'm bullish on. We're all bullish on HBAR for sure. Buy more BTC or spread out to XRP, XLM. That's tough, man. I probably have. I mean, it's hard because I couldn't say just put it all on BTC because I spread mine out too. So the faceless flow. I mean, it's good to diversify. Yeah. Grayscale IPO jumping on not. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah. Grayscale, any crypto related IPO, I'll probably jump on. I missed the boat with Circle, dude. I really did. And it's just because I don't want to sign up with freaking Robinhood, dude. That's why. If you guys want to know, James Wynn is back. The Jim Cramer of crypto is back, and he found another 460K from Binance, reactivating his Twitter account and max longing Bitcoin. Uh-oh. We always say, dude, the opposite of James Wynn. Okay. I've never bought a pre-sale. I think they're all scams. Yeah, that's okay to feel that way, right? Pre-sales, I mean, if you're new to crypto, the reason why pre-sales are good is because if you're new to crypto, you don't got to hassle, right? You don't got to hassle about trying to collect your tokens or claim your tokens or any of that kind of stuff. So that's what makes it easy for a lot of people who are new. Don't throw your life savings in them. Yeah, definitely don't do that. The only reason I don't hold BTC is because of how much it's worth. Would you consider still? Yes. Poop soup, I would always consider holding BTCC. If you're in crypto, not holding that is crazy to me. Guy, that actually made me laugh. I love it. 1,000 XRP and I'll pay visits to Erison. You're killing me, bro. XRP will be the supply crunch once it's needed to cover payments. Will this cause a pump? It could. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, I mean, I think it could for sure. What's the news? Never got. No, you did get my notification. Oh man. When this win has to win eventually, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, you throw enough darts at the board, you're gonna hit the bullseye, right? I mean, that's just part of the game. So, oh yeah, the Carrot is a decentralized gaming infrastructure layer. Can you take a quick look at it? Is that the ticker? Is called Carrot, Phil? Is that the actual ticker? In fact, you had to say the name. The fact you had to say the name. Was it Win already liquidated? Dude, was he liquidated this morning? No way. Was he really? Dude, you can see XRP is coming up. It's coming up right now. This morning, if you guys know, early this morning, we came down right around 1 p.m. We were talking late on stream last night, right when this hit our Fibonacci at 280. We were actually live on stream when it came down and hit the 280 mark, just north of the 236 fib, and now it worked its way back up here. So a lot of people actually bought this last night, and we're sitting pretty good right now. So kudos to anyone that actually bought and is up right now. I want to invest heavy, but I have about 2.5 weeks. I'm afraid to miss the boat. What are you trying to invest in on? I think it's the fact that I know streamers get paid to push them rather than actually trusting a streamer because they actually believe in them. That's true, dude. That's actually a true statement. So when I actually talked about the Pure Wallet pre-sale, I could care less if you guys bought the pre-sale. I'm excited about like what the token could do potentially with the wallet. That's it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. You're right. A lot of the people that come out and talk about pre-sales are probably, paid. It's probably promoted. I've had people reach out to me for pre-sales for paid promotions. And if I ever do one, I get sent out things all the time, dude. I get emails and DMs about all these crazy projects and people wanting to promote them and stuff like that. And it's very rare that I'll bite on one of them. Like I said, there is one that reached out to me just recently. Full transparency, I actually kind of dig what they're trying to do. So, if I actually see that there's a chance that there could be some legitimacy to it, I'd have no problem talking about it. And the one that approached me, I'm actually kind of like, okay, I could actually see that being something in the space. So, to each our own on where we go with them for sure. Can't shake Austin's conviction. Yeah. Curtis, they should always be honest if they're getting paid. Yeah. Yeah, and this one reached out to me. They want, the thing is, they're the ones that actually want to pay you. So I'm like, hey, if you want to pay, I mean, if you want to do some marketing, like we do some marketing, but you got to be like, there has to be some legitimacy to what you're doing here. Tell us more about the Descent wallet. Well, I mean, it's just a non-custodial wallet. Swell is pumping today. Yeah. To each your own. Yeah, to each your own. BTC is available in Canada. Good question. I don't know. I would assume so. Yeah, I think it is available. The reason why I know it's available is because Levi Crypto. I know he uses BTCC. Yeah. Do not trust any of the FaZe squad. They're all scammers. Yeah, I don't even buy anything that they do. Gala tokens, any good? I usually don't touch Gala, dude. Gala kind of did some people dirty in the space, and I've never really jumped back on them. Trump claims, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Fam, yes, it's not hard. I'm actually invested in, but could be a good opportunity. Yeah. Render stagnant. Dave is paid by Elizabeth Warren. You guys are crazy, dude. But you can see right now, let's see. Look at this, dude. ETF flows around 297.4 million of BTC and around 259 million ETH were bought on just July 14th, dude. That's wild. So again, you have ETF people out here buying up the ETFs, and I don't feel any bearishness. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. On top of that, tokenized assets on Solana have crossed over 418 million, rising 140.6% this year. And what's crazy is that although this is happening, Solana hasn't risen all that much. Austin, do we get in on a pre-sale of the Austin token? If I ever drop a pre-sale token, which will probably be never, you guys will be the first to know. Is it true the SEC appealed? What are you talking about? The real Derek Jackson? When does the XRP project gets up and running, will you give us the heads up? Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, no. They hit me up. We'll see what they say today. I'm actually kind of pumped for it, dude. I would say that, like, it's just cool that they're trying to be the first in something, and I'm like, anytime you're trying to be the first in something, like, doesn't mean you're always going to work out. I don't know if this project can actually work out, but at least they're trying. They're trying something new, and new is always good. Something that's I guess you could say original, right? You want original, just like you want original content. You want original. You want originality when it comes to new cryptos, new projects. So sometimes the same old can be a little bearish. Ostradamus token. Everyone wants that muff token. A-Team coin. Dude, trust me, there's been a lot of thought. I've already told you guys, there's already been a lot of thoughts in my head about like an A-Team DAO or something like that, where the A-Team just runs a DAO. But that's beside that. That'd be too much, dude. Like I said, that would take a lot of fun out of crypto for me to do that, because then you become like, that's why DAOs I think are great, because they're decentralized, autonomous organizations, and there's no dev, right? It's owned by the people. So that's what you got to do if you're going to do it. If you're an influencer or content creator in the space, just create a DAO, dude, for your community. Let your community be a part of it, dude. That's what you should be doing. But everyone else out here trying to create these, pump and dumps, and that's what wrecks the whole community. But the community, if the token doesn't succeed, if you create a token, if you create a DAO token for your community and the token doesn't succeed, the only people to blame is the community. So there's no one coming back at you. See how genius that is? Because really, in all reality, it's the people in the community that want to either do it or not. So that's what these large influencers should do. But they're just, I mean, a lot of large celebrities and stuff, they're just not. They don't have a good group of people around them. Like that Hawk Tua girl, if she launched like a Hawk Tua DAO and allowed her people or her community to run it, be wild, bro. She'd be in a lot better state than she is today. Austin has lost his way. No, I make sense. Clap the clown. Can you analyze the render chart? I don't even. Let's see. Let's actually look. What you want me to analyze? What do you want me to look at when it comes to the render chart, bro? What do you want me to look at? Like where it's going, where we see it. Is that what you're asking me to do? I've never even looked at render, dude. So to analyze it could be hard. I've never looked at the render chart, bro. And I gotta know, did we see if that one top 50, not bad. Top 50, not bad. It's actually not doing too bad. I mean, it's definitely down. Definitely trying to work its way up. It's at its I mean, it's at its all-time. It's at its height right now in the day charts, dude. Like, this has to be. I mean, it's starting to work its way out for sure. Yeah, I'd probably let this thing come down to the 350 mark. It's definitely had the golden cross. It's definitely had the death cross. Even the day chart's working its way down right here on the death and trying to work its way back up. Yeah, there's a. I don't know what render does. I don't know what it does, and how much volume's actually pumping through it. Not bad actually. 107 million in trade volume, not bad. I don't know enough about it to really give you an analysis. Clap the clown. I'm sorry, dude. I said I'd probably wait for it to come down just a little bit. It's definitely looks like it's over purchased on the day chart. It's been up there for quite a while. I'll probably come down, let it retrace a little bit, and then buy in. Hawk 2 should have launched their own token while Hawk 2 get on stream. I'm just saying, like in all reality, these people, if they thought about their communities, they would involve their communities. That's all I'm saying. And no, if you launch a meme coin or you launch some shit coin or you launch a token for your community, you're not thinking about your community doing that. So people in your community dump on each other, creating bad vibes when peeps sell through? Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the community, right? I mean, you have people in here who, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that couldn't happen here, but at the end of the day, right, the only people to blame are the people in the community. But right now everyone points the fingers at the content creator. But if all you're doing is just launching it for your community and you don't have control of the contract, you don't have control of the liquidity, you don't have control of that, the community has control of the liquidity, the community has the voting power to do all that. I mean, it's no longer in your hands as a community person. And, again, I'm just throwing out, my thoughts go wild, dude. And I'm just telling you guys, like, it's crazy that no one's actually done that. If you're going to say, oh, we're trying to create this for your community, then actually create something for your community. That's all I'm saying. Don't think a meme coin is going to be it for your community. It's not going to be it for your community. What does that do for your community? Nothing. Do something that actually can be built. I don't care about her drama. Hawk 2 is cute. That's right. You met her in person, didn't you, dude? You got Andrew over here smitten. I love it, dude. Coin to buy. So I don't know anything about render, bro. I'm sorry, man. I appreciate the super chat. I just don't know enough about it, dude, to give you like real good insight. I'd probably wait for it to retrace a little bit before I jumped into it if I were on the outskirts looking in. I understand getting famous, but F Joe. Austin would hold 80%. You're talking about the DAO. Following someone on a meme coin who got famous for you guys are great. You guys are wild as hell, dude. Do it, Austin, for the community. Eric. I mean, there's so many things that you could do, dude, to make people. There's so many things you could do. I've thought about it so much, but like I said, it would take a lot for me to do something like that. I don't know what I feel like I'd have to sell my soul to launch a DAO token, dude. I'd have to sell my soul. That's what I feel like. Fan money changes some people. True, it does. Money does change people for sure. I would agree with you, Tim. Yeah, there's bad people everywhere in the community. Yeah, you can never shake people, dude. You can never shake people from being, bad in a community. I mean, it's just impossible. I mean, we've been through here in this channel, dude, the ups and downs of good and bad people in the A team, right? People who have it's been horrible. It's all about the muff. After this run, you could hire someone to run the A team DAO. Wait, you have a soul? Depending on the morning. Some days. Talk to a girl only did what people advise her to do. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of these influencers, I mean, if they would actually just really think about it and how they could bring value to their community, right? If the value is to enrich your community, right? Because the value of dropping a meme coin here, and this is just me being honest with everyone here, if the goal of launching a token is to enrich your people in your community somehow, then how about you put it out there? Like I said, you're not going to make it by just pumping and dumping a token. It's just not going to happen. Pumping and dumping a token is not going to enrich your people. But if you put something out there where people can actually build and actually put things, actually build up your community, build up your token, build up, like I said, and find ways to actually bring revenue into a DAO, you could be a lot more successful. But people don't look at it like that. So because it does take a lot of work, and a lot of people don't want to work that hard for that kind of money. ETH pumping. Well, Bitcoin dominance is down. That's a good sign. Yeah, I mean, that is a good sign. When Bitcoin dominance is down, yeah, we're coming up nicely right here. Like I said, dude, shorting the market right now is not the best thing I'd be doing right now. Doge is on fire. A lot of things are coming up right now. It's looking really good. Markets are feeling pretty good right now. Yeah, let's see. Solana's up 6.68%. Dogecoin's up 1.68%. Nice, dude. Cardano. Ooh, Cardano up 1.69%. We got Hedera coming back up 0.88%, almost 1% up on Hedera. Hell yeah, dude. Still 45.99% up, dude. Killing it. XLM looking really good too. XRP, the biggest disappointment so far. So much hype for nothing. I mean, $3 is nothing for all the hype. Well, Cayman, I mean, if you're buying it at 30 cents, hitting $3 is still huge, right? It's a 10x. 10x on your investment. When was the last time you 10x something? When was the last time you 10x an investment? It's not very common. You 10x an investment. And a majority of people 10x the majority of people actually 5x their investment from literally December to January. They 5x their investment. They bought it, November to January. They went from roughly they brought out 50 cents and went all the way up to 350, right? So, I mean, a lot of people did more in 2 months than they've done ever in a stock that they've held for 10 years. So, I don't know, man. 55% buyer here. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Like, what is there not to like about that pump? What is there to be disappointed about? And that's just me being honest with you. Like, what is there to be disappointed in? I don't mean to call you out, but like, what is there to be disappointed about that? That's a huge number, dude. My EBT is down. All in on XR. Hell yeah, Patty. I like Pangu. Yeah, a lot of people are liking that, dude. I haven't touched it, but yeah. Last time I 10x an investment involved a ski mask and some baking sodas. Oh my god, bro! What do you think the top of Ondo will be this bull run? That's hard. It's hard to say what the top's going to be on those because these are their first bull runs, dude. It's so hard to say that. If like Sui and Ondo new to this area, like it's hard to really say that, dude. It's hard to put a number on that. Only been holding XRP for a month. And I have made $1,000. Dude, that's pretty good, dude. You asked me $1,000 in a month. I mean, shoot. And it's going higher than $3. This isn't the top. Yeah, I'm with you, Kenny. I think so too. I have 81,000 XRP. My average price is 260. What would be a good price to sell percentage? I mean, it depends on where you want to go, dude. What you plan on doing? It's hard. That's a hard thing to say, dude. His disappointment is because of the instant gratification. Guy probably bought 1 month ago and wants his Lambo already. I mean, yeah, instant gratifications of crypto has made it hard, because there is that instant gratification. People expect to 10x overnight. That's the SHIB, that's the Pepe, that's the Doge mentality. And a lot of meme coins have made that, dude. But if you realize, I mean, like, it just doesn't happen. Good things take time to build. And right now we've spent a lot of time building, and a lot of us have bought and bought and bought and bought and bought. And the great part that I loved about this last week, I'm going to be honest with everyone here, is that there were so many A-teamers that continued to push through buying the top back in what they felt like they, jumped back in November and December. And dude, they ended up buying back in these dips, and now they're even more in profits than they were before. And that's like the coolest thing, dude, is that people actually like DCA'd in, actually did the DCAing, went through the heartache, and now they're prospering from it. Like, you know how cool that is to know that? Like, we've all been there, and it's actually cool to see other people do it. I'll be 100% honest with you guys on that. Go to YouTube. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Andrew. Hell yeah, yeah. I did with HBAR. Yeah, you too, Andrew. A lot of people did that with a lot of different cryptos, and I bought XRP high and DCA'd into a better position. I took profits too low, but still have enough in the bag. If it dips, I'll buy more. Hell yeah, step into grace. I mean, that's such a good thing. That's honestly like the best thing you could do. I bought my only $800 I have in Shiba at 0.004, still waiting to go to 0.001. Hey man, yeah. I mean, you find the crypto that you like, dude, for sure. Your question, brother. From now to the end of December, do you see alt season coming? Yeah. I mean, I've already said that I felt like alt season got kicked. I already people don't believe me, dude, but like I truly believe alt season hit when back in November, dude, when XRP went from 50 cents to 350 in a month. Like I already felt like a jolt of alt season. Like I feel like they've kind of intertwined. I know people are thinking the alt season's been here, dude. I know people don't want to hear that because they might have missed the boat, and people are trying to sell you a dream of alt season. But I feel like alt season's already been here. It's going to continue to run, and we're going to have like I feel it's all intermixed right now. We were in such a bear market. We were in one of the longest bear markets in the history of like bear markets. So yeah, I feel like alt season's kind of already kickstarted for me. But that's just my opinion, right? Teach our own. Teach our own on that. Yeah, thank you. No problem, man. BTC how-to video. I appreciate you, fan. Thanks for putting that in there. XLM has the hardest to hold on to. Bought near the top. It was riding big loss until this week. Hell yeah. So you've come back nicely, right? Same with HBAR. HBAR for a lot of people, dude. Exactly my story. That's awesome. The Trump election pump gave us a crash course into Crypto 101 for all those who are like me and fairly new to the game. I'm 17 months in crypto. A lot of bumps and bruises. Yeah, dude, you're doing the hard knocks. It's crypto's like the hard knocks, dude. It's the hard knocks of a crypto degree, dude. You're going through that's what you're going through. You're going through the hard knocks of a crypto degree. Trust me, you probably taken some losses that have been able to pay for a potential degree. I know I have. So never heard of Sonic. Yeah. What was that one token I was just seeing? What was the one you asked me to look at? I didn't know if it was a meme one. Someone asked me to look at one. It was called like, what was it called? You pulled up here. It started with a K. Market's going to look like Forrest Gump. He's going to keep running. Yeah, and the people that are doubting it right now are going to miss that opportunity, and that's okay. I think the election pump did happen. Your views, if the election pump didn't happen, your views on this run would change. Probably would. Yeah, I would agree with that. Austin Sanders saying to each your own. I know, and I have a little fan put a little emoji in there for when I say to each your own, because she thinks I'm saying teach your own. Yeah, that right there. I'll look that up for you, bro. I don't usually do this, but I'm feeling kind today. Oh my gosh, 883. I shouldn't even pull this up. Dude. I'm feeling kind today. Oh my god, 94.51% down, bro. Bro, really? Bill, dude, this is like the rug of all rugs. Oh my god, bro. Oh man, I can't even click on that. What is up with that one? Austin, it was carrot. Was that the right one? Is that the one I just pulled up there, dude? What's your target for XRP? For a couple days? Oh man, I mean, we could have, like I said, there could be this consolidation, but I'm long in it, dude. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's probably, I feel long. What's your target for XRP for the next couple of days? Yeah, probably. I mean, hopefully we consolidate and have another little breakout. So much possibility, things to look forward to. I'm glad I was able to DCA my bag, but I know a lot of people are not able to. That's true. Yeah, a lot of people will struggle for that. The carrot chart looks like the right dude. That was bad, bro. I thought he said teach your own too. To each your own. You guys are funny, dude. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. It's been on here about an hour and 8 minutes. I'll try to come on tonight. I'll do probably a late night stream. Seems to be pumping at night, dude. A lot of people coming on, and we'll see where this goes today. You can see we're probably in this consolidation phase right now. I will not, like I told you guys, I'll probably be waiting to put a long in on the market. I'll probably end up putting like a low margin, probably low leverage play into this market right now, in anticipation of it rallying pretty nicely. So that's probably what I'll do. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. I do think we'll probably be in this consolidation phase for the next couple days. I mean, everything's kind of pointing to a consolidation. We're already kind of hitting these levels for a nice little decline. Not even a decline. It's probably more of just a little bit of a reset. We can go back and like look at some of these right now. I mean, you can see we almost came down to a nice little retracement of 236 on XRP right here. I mean, everything's kind of coming down and consolidating, just like we consolidated right here, which was basically from almost Thursday into Friday, and then through Saturday, we had a nice little 2.5 day, almost 3 day of consolidation. Rallied up here. We'll probably come down Looks like we've been in consolidation phase since yesterday, so we could be in here for another 24 hours of consolidation before we take the next leg if we do. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Another day of consolidation, and then we'll take the next leg up. I don't want to see us actually come down into the 382 level for XRP. I want us to maybe stay above this 236 and find this support level and stay here. I don't want us to fall through that. So that's kind of what I'm watching for. But yeah, with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in here and kicking it with me this afternoon or this morning, wherever you're from. And just going to be more appreciative of the A-team. And for all the new members, definitely go see you over in Discord, where we'll definitely talk about the markets and the ups and downs of it. And then when we're going to actually jump in and do some margin trades on this. So with all that, love you guys a ton. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later this evening. Peace.